In this video, I'm going to break down some of the most sought-after features of Hermes Agent, so make sure you watch until the end. Most AI tools on the market right now share one major weakness. You ask a question, you get an answer, and then the interaction is over. The system forgets your workflow, your preferences, and the context. The next time you need that same task done, you have to start over from zero. Unless it's Hermes Agent. It is built in a completely different way. Instead of working like a chatbot that forgets everything after each session, Hermes is designed to act more like a digital worker that builds knowledge the longer it runs and actually grows with you. The system relies on four core pillars: learning from its past work, turning repeated workflows into reusable skills, cleaning up its own memory to stay organized, and running continuously in the background. When you combine these four elements, your relationship with the AI changes. You stop managing a passive assistant and you start using an active digital operator. Look at the standard chatbot workflow. Every new prompt requires you to re explain your preferred format, the tools you use, and the mistakes the AI made last time. Writing the same detailed prompts over and over simply does not scale. Hermes breaks this cycle with a built in learning loop. It completes a task, then reviews the steps it took to identify what worked, which tools helped, and which errors were fixed. Once the task is successful, it saves that process into long term context. Next time, Hermes starts directly from the learned solution. The system learns how to do the job. By using its past work history, it removes the need to repeatedly explain the same process. Hermes uses a two-level memory system. First, it has a smaller active memory, capped at 1,300 tokens, that loads your most important preferences at startup without slowing things down. Second, it has a much larger local archive that stores every session. Using search, the agent can quickly pull up detailed context from weeks ago, but remembering facts is different from doing work. While basic memory stores preferences, Hermes uses skills to store step-by-step procedures. For example, if you have a specific process for pulling, formatting, and saving a weekly data report, Hermes can turn that process into a reusable skill. These skills are saved locally as specific markdown files. To keep its working space clean, Hermes only loads the full detailed instructions for a skill when that exact workflow is needed. Turning repeated experience into a reusable command is the central idea. This creates reliable, standard operating procedures. But there is a risk with any system that constantly learns. If it saves every interaction forever, it can eventually become crowded with duplicate or conflicting information. To keep things organized, Hermes runs an automatic background curator. While idle, it scans its files and uses an AI review process to rate, clean up, and combine skills. It follows strict cleanup rules. Unused workflows become stale after 30 days and are archived after 90 days, keeping the workspace clean. Long-term operation requires automatic maintenance. A digital worker needs to clean its own workspace to stay accurate and useful. A true operator also cannot be tied to an open browser tab on your laptop. Hermes is designed to run continuously on a virtual private server, inside an isolated Docker container, or on serverless infrastructure. This means it can stay active even when your computer is asleep. From that always-on backend, the Hermes gateway connects the agent directly into your normal workflow. It can connect to the messaging platforms you already use, acting as one central hub for Telegram, Slack, Discord, or your command line. This means a developer can trigger a complex code review while away from their desk. A creator can ask for a weekly research brief from their phone. A business can set up a low-cost internal operator in Slack to run scheduled reports. And because Hermes works outside a standard web app, it can do much more than just chat. It can work with local files, run terminal commands, and control a web browser to collect data or automate tasks. That level of access requires strict safety limits. Hermes uses isolated containers, which are protected environments that help keep the system separated from the rest of your computer. For important security decisions, Hermes uses a command approval process. Potentially dangerous actions are paused until a human gives clear permission. Running a powerful AI outside the browser unlocks a lot of value, but that power needs strict human oversight. The AI industry has moved through clear phases. The first wave was focused on generating text. The second wave was focused on calling outside tools. Now we're entering the next phase, persistence. This new kind of system remembers context, improves its own workflows, and keeps running in the background. You do not have to keep rebuilding your prompts every single day. By using this open source setup, you can create a personalized digital operator right now with these installation commands. The true advantage in this next phase of productivity will not come from writing better prompts. It will belong to the people who turn their repeated manual tasks into reusable, always available AI skills.